What's up guys, it's Bazoo back with another YouTube video. Today we're doing Reddit. Today we're doing r/EntitledParents. So you already know it's gonna be a great one. I hope you're sitting down nice and relaxed, put the feet out on the lazy boy, recline a little bit. Make sure you got yourself like a banana or maybe even a fruit salad if you want to get spicy. That's not very spicy, that's pretty sweet. But if you want to get spicy, throw some Old Bay on that. That's pretty disgusting, but hey, you do you. And as always guys, thank you so much for the support on these videos. I love making them. I hope that you guys love watching them. So let's just get right into this one. Entitled mom yells at me for using my trampoline. Okay, so about a year ago, we got a trampoline. It was pretty nice and led to all the younger kids on our street coming over and jumping, which works out because my brother was their age. So this happened about 4 months ago. I was babysitting my brother and there was a family that just moved down the street, and here's when we get into the story. Cast: entitled mom, she demoned. Me, and the boys, no other boys present. Okay, so on this day, I took my brother outside to jump on the trampoline because he needed to burn energy. We have a family rule that we don't have anyone over when our parents aren't home, including our trampoline, so if anybody gets injured, it's not our fault. We were jumping for about 5 minutes until she demon herself shows up. Can my son jump with yours? I'm a teenager and my brother is a preschooler, so I don't know where she got he was my son. No, I'm sorry, we're not allowed to have people over when our parents aren't home. Why not? My son just wants someone to play with. From here, I can tell where this is going. And reading other posts on here and watching r/, I have come up with a response of a century. Because it's a house rule. Frankly, I don't care if your son wants to play, he's not allowed. Why are you on here in the first place? You're too big for this. It's a kid's toy. Let my kid play with it. No, get off my lawn before I let the dogs out on you. And I got ignored. Right about now, I'm done with this crazy lady. So I go back inside and notice that Mrs. Demon is trying to get on the trampoline with her son. So I have an idea. So just for good measure, I let out our Belgium Malinois, which is a German Shepherd, but better to scare her. She doesn't bite, just jumps a lot, and it was just enough to get her out of our yard. They moved to Norway about 3 weeks ago. Hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to try to post more because I have a lot of stories. Good on you for getting this she-demon out of your yard. Who does she think she is? Like, I'm just gonna come over and jump on your trampoline? No, like that's not how things work. Read the instructions. There is no trespassers allowed. Got it? Also, good on you for letting the dogs out. Like, who let the dogs out? You know what I mean? Throwback. Anyway, so like, you knew that the dogs weren't gonna like bite her or cause any damage or anything like that. So, but you just wanted to, be like, yo, flex your dog. I got a beefy 4-legged animal inside. Don't mess with my trampoline. And also, on a last note, how do you think that like a preschooler is the son of like a teenager? That's just, I don't think that works. Someone would have had to get pregnant at like, I don't want to work out the details because it's really weird, but yeah, that's not how it works. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty solid, entitled mom story, entitled parent story. She was very entitled and you were like, nah, who let the dogs out? Let's go to the next one. Entitled mom tries to tell me my bike is her son's, despite the fact I have the key for the chain. This happened a few months ago. I went down to Sainsbury, local, on my bike, locked it to the bike rails, and went in to get myself some lunch. I came out with a pasta pot. I sat opposite my bike and ate it. As I'm eating, I see a boy who looks around my age, 16, point at my bike as he walks past with his mom. I think nothing of it and carry on eating. About 2 minutes later, they come back out. The mother walks up to my bike, grabs the handlebars, and tries to walk off with it. This failed because it has a bike chain on it. The following conversation is had. EM, entitled mother, son, the mute that could have prevented the whole thing, me, electric boogaloo. What do you think you're doing? Grabbing my son's bike? That's my bike. No, it's not. Well, it is because it's chained up. If it is your son's, surely you can unlock the chain. The entitled mom had no way to actually unlock the chain because she didn't have the key. Her son just stood behind her with his hand covering his eyes. I can unlock it actually. She then begins to pretend to look for the key in her bag. While she does this, I take the key out of my pocket. Entitled mom hasn't noticed I got the key out. I know it's in here somewhere, but where is it? And then I unlock the bike chain. This Kiwi heard me unlock it and grabbed my bike. Stop trying to steal son's bike. The son finally decides to chime in. Mom, just stop. But it's your bike, honey. She winked at her son. I had the key to the chain. I've been sat here for about 5 minutes now, and I saw you park up and walk in after I began eating. Sorry, mate. Nothing to worry about. This Kiwi is trying to take your bike. Me getting very annoyed now. Can you just Kiwi off, please? This is my bike, and you aren't getting it for the love nor money. Now shut off. How dare... Actually, just shut up. I get on my bike, and entitled mom tries to tilt the handlebars so I fall off, but her son stops her. Sort your mom out, mate. I rode away as she started shouting and screaming, and her son just stared at me. I would be lying if I said I didn't think about the sub throughout the whole thing. Nothing interesting really. This entitled mom is crazy and probably one of the more stupid people I've seen on this subreddit. How are you gonna convince somebody, oh yeah, let me just pretend that I have the key here when they're sitting in front of their bike, like they knows who it is. And then you try to attack him, sort of. Attack him in some air quotes because, she flipped over the handlebars or tried to when he was riding it. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's just a kid's bike. Really? Like, I get it if you don't have money, for a bike and you want to get your son a bike, but this is not the way of doing it. You don't just steal a kid's bike, Take some extra hours at Playland or wherever you work. I know this seemed very English, so I don't think they have Playland there. They might. I don't know. The Dragon Coaster's pretty lit. A little too old for the Dragon Coaster now, but that's besides the point. Like, this woman is crazy. Stop. And then her son should have just been like, yo, that's not my bike. Like, mom, you really need to stop. I understand he could have been embarrassed because this would be a very embarrassing situation if my mom was doing this to a kid in his bike. But seriously, this kid just needed to be like, yo, mom, we need to get out of here. We already got the carrots from ShopRite. Like, we don't need to be here any longer. It's fine. I'll walk. I don't need a bike. And that would have been that. But nah, he was just quiet. But, it's kind of understandable. But I'm glad that you were just nah, shut up. Actually, just shut up. I don't want to hear you. And then rode off. So that was pretty lit. Let's go to the next one. There's no such thing as Kit Kat. So this is another story of my mother, Karen, an entitled parent. This story happened a few years ago, so I can't remember exactly what was said. The cast: my entitled mom, me, mega embarrassed, CA, cashier at KFC. It was the end of a school day, and I asked my mother if we could go to KFC. She agreed, and off we went. I always ordered a Streetwise 3 and an Oreo Crusher, but this time it wasn't the case. It had been a while since we had KFC, and unbeknownst to us, the menu had changed. When we pulled up to the cashier window, this was our conversation. Welcome to KFC, can I have your order? From the start, the cashier was mumbling and looked a bit uninterested. Yes, we'd like a Streetwise, 3 for her, drumsticks only, and an Oreo Crusher. Do you mean a Kit Kat Crusher? My mother looked baffled. No, I want an Oreo Crusher. Madam, we don't serve Oreo Crushers anymore, only Kit Kat. No, I said I want an Oreo Crusher. Every time we've been here before, we've gotten an Oreo Crusher. I'm sorry, ma'am. Our menu changed and we now serve Kit Kat Crushers. Do you want that? No, I said I want an Oreo Crusher. There's no such thing as a Kit Kat Crusher. Give us an Oreo Crusher or give us nothing at all. During this entire exchange, I was sitting in the passenger seat like a deer caught in headlights. I kept tugging on my mom's sleeve, trying to calm her down and tell her that it's a Kit Kat Crusher. And tell her that a Kit Kat Crusher was fine with me. But nope. We left that day without any food. When we arrived home, my mother Googled the KFC menu and was quite embarrassed to find out they had indeed changed it to the Oreo Crusher. And was quite embarrassed to find out they had indeed changed the Oreo Crusher to Kit Kat. We went back the next week and it was the same cashier. The look on my mom's face when she asked for a Kit Kat Crusher was priceless. First and foremost, the most important thing that needs to be addressed. What is an Oreo or Kit Kat Crusher? Because it sounds delicious. Are you kidding me? Oreo and Kit Kats, first of all, are phenomenal on their own. And then you add an adjective. I don't know if it's an adjective. I'm in college. But Crusher, okay, you add that to it. And then, it just sounds delicious. I've only been to KFC once, maybe twice, so I'm not too familiar with their menu at all. But maybe, and I'm also in the US, so it could be different if this is KFC England or something like that. So I don't know how it works, but I want one. Someone needs to tell me, what is this thing? I'm gonna have to Google a picture because it sounds amazing. So, as long as we got that out of the way, now we can continue. Next, this woman, it's not a big deal. Kit Kats and Oreos, how can you like one and not like the other? You like both. End of story. There's no way somebody likes only Kit Kats and not Oreos. I understand they're not similar, but they're both delicious, so get at me, But what is this woman doing? Why are you yelling at this cashier? It's not like he makes the menu. He's not messing up. That's not the way it works. Okay, they changed the menu. You're wrong. Just leave it at that. And then, I'm glad she pulled up next week and she was like, yeah, sorry about that whole, Oreo Crusher thing. I'll take the Kit Kat one now, though, if that's fine. No, he's gonna spit all over it. Do you see what you did? So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this Entitled Parents. I hope you all enjoyed, because I enjoyed making it. I love the stories as always. Thank you for the support. If you enjoyed, you can hit that like button right now. Let me know that you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, there's also an option for a dislike button. I mean, you don't have to click that one, but I mean, if you wanted to, it's there. But like, if you didn't want to, you don't have to. You know, it's just there. You could also leave a comment. Comment would be great. I love all sorts of comments. It doesn't have to be about the video particularly. It could just be like, yo, what's going on? And I'll be like, hey, yo, what's good? So, you know, you feel free to use the comment section as critique, you know, what you appreciated, or you can be like constructive criticism, any sort of thing you want towards the video or away from the video. It really doesn't matter, but let's keep it appropriate. So yeah, that's also an option. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you on the next one. It's been Bazoo, and I'm out.